It's another beautiful day in the Villages, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of 3 of the newest and best rec centers. In the world of the Villages, there are 3 different types of rec centers. Feel free to skip ahead if you already know this part. Regional centers are the largest and most elaborate of the rec centers. They're designed to serve a wide area of people within the villages. They have the greatest number of amenities, the longest walking paths, and special amenities that you won't find in the smaller centers, such as arts and crafts rooms and theaters for live performances. The pools at the regional complexes are sports pools designed for people 30 and over that have swim lanes and scheduled activities such as water exercise and water volleyball. Village centers are the mid-sized recreation centers. They're designed to serve a number of neighborhoods. They often feature 1 or 2 activity rooms, a billiards room, a small kitchen, and numerous outdoor activities such as pickleball and tennis. The pools at village recreation centers are family pools where residents can invite their kids and grandkids. Neighborhood areas are the smallest of the rec centers, and they usually don't feature an indoor area at all. Here you'll find a male center for the neighborhood, an adult pool for people over 30, and a number of outdoor amenities such as shuffleboard, bocce, and horseshoes. The 3 recreation centers we're going to explore today are village centers, the mid-sized ones. These rec centers have a unique theme and interesting amenities that set them apart from the other rec centers here in the villages. They also include something that you won't find in many villages rec centers, a game room. These game rooms feature a wide variety of indoor activities for residents and their families, such as table shuffleboard, table tennis, darts, foosball, and even electronic video games for the young and for the young at heart. So let's check them out. Way up in the north of the villages is the First Responders Rec Center, the first rec center on my list. This is a larger facility with more amenities than you'll normally find in village rec centers. The theme of this rec center is, unsurprisingly, first responders, those men and women who dedicate their lives to the service of others, often putting themselves in harm's way in the process. This includes firefighters, police officers, paramedics, and others who are the first to turn up when help is needed. They've done some great work with this theme. The place is packed with uniforms, helmets, medals, badges, and even axes used by first responders in the line of duty. I really like the room with a huge selection of helmets and boots overlooking the activity area. Even the number on the door to the building is done in the style of an old firehouse. I'm thinking that when the villages built this rec center in 2022, their goal was to bring the north area to be more in line with the south area that features a number of rec centers that have a wide variety of activities. Inside, the game room has table shuffleboard, table tennis, darts, and a really cool spot where you can sit by a TV and play video games. They even have arcade-style basketball machines. It's a great center that's worth a visit. Outside, there are courts for racket sports and a nice family pool that seemed quite popular when I walked the grounds. There's also a fire pit, a sand court, and an 18-hole putting course, all surrounded by a large walking path. First Responders is a fitting tribute to those people who put themselves in harm's way in the line of duty, and it's very well done. A fellow I met outside the Franklin Recreation Center told me something that I didn't know about the history of Florida. He told me that in Florida's early days, where you couldn't put a cow, you would put a watermelon. Watermelon farming was a crucial part of the growth of the state, starting with cultivation by Spanish settlers in the 16th century. The Villages celebrates Florida's connection to the watermelon by packing the Franklin Rec Center chock full of watermelons. I randomly stopped by Franklin a few months ago and was totally caught off guard. You don't expect to walk into a Villages Rec Center to find watermelons everywhere. It's one of those over-the-top themes that I think is a lot of fun. Franklin also features a really nice game room. This one has billiards, table tennis, table shuffleboard, darts, and a different sort of electronic gaming for families. Outside, Franklin has a family pool and courts for racket sports. There are also 2 golf facilities here, a putting green and an 18-hole putting course. Come check it out if you're in the area. It's a bit over the top, but I like that. Anytime I leave the house to go anywhere, I'll pass by someone who's walking 1 or more furry friends. Villagers love their dogs, and the Villages has paid homage to this by packing the Saluki Rec Center, named after an ancient Middle Eastern dog, full of dog stuff. Pictures, models, dog bowls, dog toys, dog houses, and more. The bathrooms are fitted with dog-themed tile walls. If it has anything to do with dogs, you'll find it here in this rec center. Except for actual dogs. I didn't see any of those. From what I understand, non-service dogs aren't allowed in any of the Villages rec centers, But I think it would be a good idea to have a few rec centers where pets are allowed inside. The inside of the Saluki Rec Center is quite inviting, with its dark wood flooring and accents. The game room has table tennis, table shuffleboard, darts, foosball, and billiards, plus a couple of electronic gaming tables. I've been here a few times, and it's usually quite busy, with residents and their families coming to Saluki to play a few games in the game room. Outside, there are racket sports, a family pool, and an activity area next to a small lake. Saluki is a bit removed from the rest of the villages, so it is a relatively quiet place to be. Though it does seem a bit strange to be surrounded by dogs on all sides and not hear any barking. Maybe this rec center needs a soundtrack. In case you didn't notice, I'm wearing a dog-themed shirt in honor of the Saluki Rec Center. So those are the 3 village rec centers that I think you should check out. In my opinion, they're all worth at least a visit. In fact, if you want my recommendation, I think you should visit all the rec centers in the villages. Many times in neighborhoods throughout the United States, a neighborhood will have a certain aesthetic, and it's uniform throughout the entire neighborhood. Not here in the villages, where each rec center is designed to have its own theme and distinct character. You have to appreciate the thoughtfulness that went into designing a series of rec centers, each with its own individual personality. If you'd like me to check out any other rec centers in the villages in particular, please let me know in the comments. I know that my bird friends have been suggesting that I go and take videos inside the Aviary Rec Center. If you're interested in learning more about the villages, please subscribe, because that's what I'm here for. And be sure to check out the video description for a link to my website, where I share all sorts of information about the villages and the villages community. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.